Good morning. We are going to work out of our red circle packet today, and I believe we're on page 11. So remember, the page numbers are at the top with gray, the gray numbers. So that's a 1, but you're going to find all the way till it says 1, 1, because it's page 11. Go nice and slow so you can find it. Okay, 10, what comes after 10? 11. So we're doing page 11. I like to fold it. And remember, as always, you should have your pencil, your crayons, and if you need it, your clipboard, okay, to help you. Alrighty, first question. Circle the name of the picture. We've done this before. So we're looking at this image and we're looking at this image, and then we have 3 words here and 3 words here, and we have to decide where they go. So this image here, I want you to take a good look at it. It's a pen, right? So is it a pen? Pen. You see the E, the vowel in the middle? Is it a pan or is it a pun? So if you can see, they're almost all written the exact same way, but what changes in the middle? The vowel, the vocales, right? A, E, I, O, U. There's an E, there's an A in the middle, and there's a U in the middle. So you tell me what this is, and then you circle the right word. Is it a pen? Is it a pan? Or is it a pun? You tell me. So go ahead and pause and work on that. Let's move on to this. I think we've all maybe slept in one of these before, right? The pillow, the blankets. Do you know what I'm talking about? Let's find out. Is it a bad? Is it a bid? Or is it a bed? Okay? You're gonna circle which one you think it is. Okay? And same thing. It's like this with B and D, but the vowel in the middle changes, right? Do you see the B in the beginning and it ends with a D? But the differences are the vowels, right? Let's say the vowels again. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. All right? Good job. Now, ooh, new words. So here I am pointing to the new word. It's in light gray. It's kind of hard to see. Gem is the word. Gem. Before I even read more, have you heard that word before? A gem? You're a gem. Or, ooh, I love these precious gems. A gem means a jewel, okay? So I kind of have, these aren't real. This is like a fake jewel. It's made of plastic probably. But this is kind of like jewel, right? A jewel, a ruby, a diamond, those are jewels. Or maybe you have ones that you play with at home. Or maybe you have real ones, I don't know. So gem is another word to say jewel, okay? So you're going to trace G, E, M, and then you're gonna write it on your own. These are all lowercase, and these should all be lowercase. So when you're writing, they go a little bit above this gray middle line is how they should be written. All right. Now, after you've done that, we're moving on to a sentence that we get to invent. So I help, period, right? And then you're gonna trace it. But first we have to decide how to finish that sentence. Now, if I just say I help, that's not a sentence, right? You need more to that. I can't just say I help. Well, you help what? You help who? You help when? There's a lot of ways we can fill this in, but simply just saying I help, it doesn't make sense, and you need to have it more. So how do you help? Do you help at home? Do you maybe help with your little brothers and sisters? Do you help at home with chores? Do you help your grandparents, maybe your grandma, your grandpa, your abuelos? Do you help your mom and dad? Which one? Maybe on a certain day of the week, you guys always like clean the house. On Saturdays, I usually clean, right? Maybe you do mopping, or maybe you help dust, or there's all different ways we can help cleaning these days, right? Maybe you help wash dishes, or you sweep, or who knows. So let's put, I help clean my house. Let's write that, okay? And even if it's not true, you should be cleaning your house and helping out your family, right? I help was already written. We're gonna write clean my house. So this is the perfect opportunity, if you need it, to look at your letters, okay? Because I'm just gonna say the letters, but if you need help remembering what they look like, they're here. The alphabet's always here for you, okay? I help clean my house. So the first sound, clean, k, clean. K, k. It's actually a C. K, lean, l, l. L, een, clean. E, A, N, clean. N. So there's two vowels there. C-L-E-A-N. New word. So we do our spaces, right, with a finger, or if you want to think of them as like a meatball between each word. My. So space. My. M. My. Y. I clean my. Now this happened too, where I told you we're gonna go past the period mark. They put a period mark there, but we're gonna keep going. And now we're gonna write the word house. So space, right, a good space. House, house. It's a hard H. How, O, U, house. S-E. House, all together, one word, and a period because we're ending the sentence. So now let's read what we just wrote. I help clean my house. Good, we wrote it together. Now it's your turn to trace and write it along the line, and take your time. Maybe, write medium or small because there is a lot to write there. And make sure to help clean your house today if your parents or your family asks you to help them. It's always a good idea to help clean. So now we're learning new sight words in the packet, but we also have our spelling words today in class too. Or this week, you'll have spelling. But we're gonna learn more snap words or sight words or palabras de alta frecuencia, right? And it's always good that we're learning those words to help us, to spell and read, and soon we can write so many more sentences when we know those sight words. So the words are, you're going to trace and then you're going to write it. You should know how to do that, tracing, and then right next to it you write. But I will tell you the words. At, with, his, they, go. I am at the beach, or I am at my house, right? At. With. I live with my sister. With. Who do you live with, right? I live with. His. That's his book. No. That's Davian's book. That's his book, right? His. They. Oh, they go to the same school. All of my students, they go to Live Oak School. They are students at Live Oak School on the computer, but soon hopefully at Live Oak, but they are on their computers through Live Oak School. They, okay? Go. I have to go to the store. Go. I have to go to the store, or I have to go now. Go, right? So now after you trace and write those words, you're now going to have fun writing them along the curve. So you can start anywhere you want, but you just have to fit all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. You have to fit them into here. Okay? Great work. So go ahead and pause and trace and write, and then write them on there. Okay? And now we're doing our last part with some math today. So we're on these last 3 squares, okay? So these are our number bonds, matching, and then, ooh, you get to do some coloring here. So write the matching numbers in the circles. Ooh, so this time it's strawberries, but we've done it before when it's been apples, bunny hats, right? We've done this before. We did a lot with apples before. Okay, don't get you distracted. But this time it's little strawberries. So when we're all done, remember you can draw on this page once you're all done. But it's fun today. They're strawberries. Okay, so write the matching numbers in the circle. So number bonds, números enlaces, number bonds. Okay, so we got to count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strawberries, and there's the number 5. And then there's 1, 2 strawberries, and there's the number 2. So 5 plus 2, or 5 strawberries with 2 strawberries. So 5 plus 2 make 7. Okay, so we can write 7 and we can write 7. Okay, so in this where it makes, right, those 2 numbers, those 2 bonds make a number. 7 and 5 and 7 make 7. Okay, now some more strawberries. So this time, so these 2 bottom ones are kind of similar because 7 is the answer we want. We don't know what to put in these 2, but it has to be something plus something makes 7. And then we have these strawberries. So let's count the strawberries. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's 4 on top. And on the bottom, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 on the bottom. So make sure you've counted those. Now look at this. There was 2 here on the top, and they wrote 2. 5 we counted, and they wrote 5. So we're doing the same. They just left, the book has more blank spaces for us. So if we remember, we counted how many here in this top circle on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. There's 4, so I'm going to put 4 there. Okay, good. And then how many were on the bottom here? 1, 2, 3. There's 3, so I write 3 here. So 4 plus 3 make 7. Okay, 4 and 3 make 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we know 4 plus 3 is 7. So in here we can write 4 strawberries and 3 strawberries make what number? 7. So go ahead and write 7. Okay, and remember, when you're all done, that's when you can color. And remember, strawberries can be green sometimes too when they're not totally ready to be picked. Have you seen those before, green strawberries? They taste really bitter, don't try them. All right, so now you're going to trace. I see a 9 in here in the daisy. I see a 7 here. Do you kind of see that? It's really, really faint. And then the number 6, okay? So once you trace these numbers in the flowers, right in the center, then you're going to match it. Match it with a, what are those called? Those are called pots. right? Or macetas, right? The bottom ones are little pots to put the flower in. So I'll do one with you, where I'm gonna do one with you. So I trace 9. There's my 9. And now I see the number 9. You can't really see it, it's really tiny. But then here, this first little pot says 7, 6, and the last one says 9. And what number did I just write? 9. So I'm gonna draw a little line, or it could be like a long stem, right? You know, actually, let's even do green. I'll let you do some crayon. So let's pick green so that we can make our little stems, right? The tallo, the tallo, the stem part of your flower. So we go from 9, but we have to make sure, and then we connect it to 9. So it's like a curvy flower, right? So you can do that, but you have to just make sure it's right, or maybe use pencil first, and then you can do crayon. All right, the last one is also coloring. It says, so go ahead and finish this, and then we're going on to this. Color the squares. Let's trace a square in the air. You can use it with a pencil or your finger. A square is like this, and then this, and then this, and then this, right? Or like our Chromebook, the computer you're looking at, right? Or my 2 squares are in this video. So our Chromebook's like this, and we trace it, and we trace it, and that's a square, right? The computer around us is a square. So, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Corners, the corners, 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So you're now gonna color the squares, only the squares. I see there's other shapes here. There's circles and there's triangles. So you need to find the squares, and you can pick whatever color you want. It can be multiple colors or the same color with your crayons. All right, good job today.